Hello, all my subscribers. I know I kind of have been a little MIA and also a little shaky with the video schedule, but I'm going to try to get back on a regular schedule now. So anyway, going to go ahead and do a full series review of Moon Knight, see how this goes. So most recent Marvel series that I'm going to go ahead and get my thoughts on, and tomorrow after I see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I'll get my review out for that. So here is my Moon Knight series review. So as you saw in the image right there, it stars Oscar Isaac as, well, actually kind of two characters. This is a series review, so I'm just going to full on go into spoilers, so don't watch beyond this point, since I'm basically going to be revealing major stuff about the show. Anyway, Moon Knight is the persona of a man named Stephen Knight, who also, through his dissociative identity disorder, DID, he formulated another personality, and we find out why later in the series, which is kind of something I've liked about the structure of these shows. And let's just say the show definitely fully embraces the Egyptian culture, and you can tell just by looking at Moon Knight overall. And there's Moon Knight and also just Mr. Knight, which is the suit character with the mask, where it involves different controls. Stephen Grant controls Moon Knight, I believe, and Mark Spector is Mr. Knight. And also along the way, I believe it's Mark's girlfriend, Layla, helps him bring down this cult leader named Arthur Harrow, played by Ethan Hawke. So I'm going to say this right now, some were theorizing that Ethan Hawke was going to be revealed to be Doctor Doom, which I thought was pretty damn dumb. He's a character established in the comics. Why the hell are they going to frickin' just make him Doctor Doom? Makes no logical sense. And Doctor Doom has his own interesting backstory, and Arthur being this cult leader who has this kind of magic power, and I think in a way he's kind of like Molaram from Indiana Jones, except he has way more intense power than Molaram ever had. Molaram, yes, it was impressive how he could tear a heart out of a man, but let's just say this guy has some pretty awesome abilities with this little staff he carries around, and definitely puts up a pretty good fight against Mark/Steven. And yeah, overall, I gotta say the show definitely has followed a lot of the format of most Disney Plus shows. The first two episodes are the setup, getting you to get to know the characters, the main ones, getting you to like them, care for them. But then 3 and 4 is when it really picks up, and let's just say that's when Steven is going and investigating this cult, trying to bring him down, and these gods that they're trying to resurrect. And their names are so hard to pronounce, I don't really feel like butchering them, but there's one that's a hippo god, another one that is a bird, and then another one I believe was a deceased vulture, who's the one who gave Moon Knight his ability. So he's kind of a pawn of someone else in a way. Now, I haven't read too many Ghost Rider comics, but I know in the Nicolas Cage movie that was how that worked. I believe something like that is in the comics also, where Mephisto is the leader, and he's the one who makes Johnny Blaze work for him, be his pawn. But, yeah. Anyway, let's just say that it's kind of like that, but also he does kind of break away also near the end, like what Moon Knight did. So anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and show an image of Layla, because later on she's going to become important. So yeah, gotta say the show definitely had some great action. I loved some of the tributes to the comics. From a lot of stuff I've been reading, it is almost directly following many storylines from the comics, kind of like what Hawkeye did with the Matt Fraction run. And Moon Knight here is no different. And gotta say this is definitely solid from the pacing. Just about all aspects of the of this show is pretty dang awesome. And overall, frickin' definitely pretty dang awesome. And guess just some revelations that I really like too is one episode where Mark gets shot, and him and Steven are kind of in like a little purgatory, and you don't know if it's inside his mind, but it's like a mental asylum. It almost makes you think they took the cheap way out and they made it that this is what the whole series has been leading to, but it ends up not being the case. And it's actually a character study episode. Kind of reminds me of the third to last episode of Rick and Morty season 5, where it was a character study of Rick Sanchez. This one was a character study of Mark Spector. But yeah, let's just say some try to give Odin shit for being a terrible father, and Thanos, gotta say, Miss Spector, or yeah, I believe it was Spector was her last name. Let's just say, oh boy, what she does to Steven, just absolutely abusing him and never really loving him, and because of his this disorder, falsely believe that she did, and you just really feel for him in this one episode. It's the second to last one, kind of like what happened with WandaVision, where it goes over her backstory and gets you to really see where she's been coming from and what's basically been in the background of all the movies of what we haven't seen. So here's a few images from that. But yeah, Mark and Steven reconcile their differences. Steven even potentially sacrifices himself, but Mark takes him back because I guess he goes to what's considered heaven in Egyptian culture. I forget the name, but it's kind of like the spirit world from Avengers Infinity War. But yeah, he comes back as Moon Knight, more powerful than ever, and Arthur unleashes the gods, is about to take over the world. But Moon Knight steps in, leads this really awesome fight. Definitely got some WandaVision-like vibes when both the Visions were battling each other, along with Wanda versus Agatha Harkness. And I guess I'll go ahead and show it. Layla ends up talking to the same god and getting her own superhero persona. Pretty damn badass. She's looks like an Egyptian falcon, but she still looks badass in her own freaking way too, so yeah. But yeah, that was a surprise I was not expecting, but definitely really, really solid. And overall, gotta say, this ending definitely wrapped up the character development nice, the overall story. And gotta say, if there isn't going to be another season, I'm perfectly fine with it, but the door is open for another, if possible. Kind of like, I guess it's kind of like what happened with Hawkeye, because initially I thought this show was going to be like Loki, because Loki got confirmed to be renewed like the day the last episode aired, and this one I thought I heard it did, but I guess that wasn't the case. And now I guess with Moon Knight we won't know. But I will say this, I got a feeling with the post-credit scene where it showed the other identity, Jake Lockley, I believe was his name, just killing Arthur because Steven wouldn't do it. Oh, I can't wait to see that, and I got a feeling he's probably going to be causing trouble on the mystical side of the Marvel Universe. I could see him getting in entanglements with Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch and basically all of those heavy hitters that are going to be coming in and being more prominent in a post-Spider-Man No Way Home MCU. Because I feel like No Way Home is definitely going to be a movie that there's going to be an impact of, and I mean, shoot, we felt it for a little bit with the Avengers, and in a way we're definitely still feeling it in a post-Infinity Saga world, post-Endgame, since that was the big finale of that phase, and Spider-Man Far From Home was more of just an epilogue, so yeah. But anyway, definitely really enjoyed this show. Definitely up there among my favorites. I don't know where it ranks overall among all the MCU Disney Plus shows, but I gotta say, it's all great. And don't let some YouTubers tell you any different that Phase 4 has been a mixed bag. I think Phase 4, every shot they fired, it's been a hit. Whether it's WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or Loki, or Black Widow, What If, Eternals, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man No Way Home, and now Moon Knight, and hopefully, and based on early reviews, sounding like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to be added to that. So anyway, go watch the show if you have Disney Plus or whatever way you can, or wait till the Blu-ray comes out. But Anyway, definitely recommend it. So go watch Moon Knight.